tales, what comes in your mind? Breathtaking ancient castles, old-fashioned, colorful, and charming villages, majestic mountains, or all set of landscape that seems like something out of the world? Welcome back to our channel. Rosie with you from Couples Wanderlust. Well, there are spots in this planet that looks like they are picked out right off the pages of a children's book. Here are some of the fairy tale destinations and magical places on Earth you must visit. Hobbiton Real Habit Village in Matamata, New Zealand. One of the most successful movie sagas Lord of the Rings was mainly filmed in New Zealand, whose rich nature offers a variety of differing sites. Hobbiton was a set built for the movie. However, after the filming was finished, somebody got the idea to leave this Hobbit village as the tourist attraction. And it definitely was a great idea. The movie highly increased tourism to New Zealand, and Hobbiton is the favorite attraction among the saga's fans. The visitors feel like they are all walking around a real Hobbit village. Even the sheep pastures in the field of Hobbiton, the site adds extra excitement on the trip to New Zealand. Klevan, Tunnel of Love, Ukraine. Give the Tunnel of Love even the most cursory of glances, and you'll quickly pick up on its whimsical nature. Which is why it's pretty surprising to learn that it serves rather utilitarian purpose first and foremost, as it belongs to a stretch of privately owned railway between Klevan and Auschwitz that accommodates industrial freighters transporting plywood. Wood, right? Lovebirds are nonetheless infatuated with Botanical Corridor. However, making annual trips there, particularly in spring and summer when the leaves are most lush. Plus, local lore has the romantic spot incapable of granting censored couples' wishes. The Faere Glen, Scotland. This rolling pasture feels right out of the children's fairy tale. Perhaps that's where it got the name Faere Glen, although the fairies all seems to have left for somewhere more private. Hollywood felt the magic here and used it to shoot the fantasy film Stardust starring Robert De Niro. This is a great place to let your inner child run free and roam the cone-shaped hills. It also might be the world's best place for an epic game of hide and seek. Colmar, France. If you're not feeling the major beauty and the beast vibes that Colmar is throwing your way, you might be in a wrong place. The village is an amalgam of quaint stucco and timber framing, Gothic German houses, and wildly ornate Renaissance churches. And no, we're not wearing any rose-colored glasses. The utopian hamlet is truly befitting of the prettiest Disney princess. Admire Alsatian art at the Muse de Linden. Spot the town's most famous house, Maison de Peter. You might have seen its animated rendering in Hayao Miyazaki's home-moving castle, or sneak a peek of Colmar's mini Statue of Liberty. The sculpture of the real deal was born in town. Bavaria, Germany. Bavaria has a unique culture largely because of the state's large Catholic plurality and conservative traditions. Bavarians have traditionally been proud of their culture, which includes a language, cuisine, architecture, festivals such as Oktoberfest, and elements of alpine symbolism. Bavaria has it all: snow-capped mountains, whimsical towns and breathtaking castles. Neuschwanstein Castle served as the inspirations of Walt Disney's Cinderella Castle in the Disney World. It is a gorgeous castle with a stunning location at the foot of the Alps. Venture a little farther, taking a road trip on Germany's romantic road, visiting picturesque towns like Rothenburg, of der Tauber, and Würzburg. Did you find our video appreciating? Write your comments below if we are contributing an information. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to notify with our next video. Sagano Bamboo Forest, Arashiyama, Japan. Not far from the Buddhist temples, modern skyscrapers, a district brimming with scenic villages, wooded mountains, and otherworldly bamboo groves. Wending through the looming plants along the narrow, meandering paths of the Sagano Bamboo Forest, you'll find yourself awash in brilliant green light as it filters through the tops of the stalks. For the most ethereal experience, save your trip for a windy day when the towering bamboos sway back and forth overhead, rustling and creaking in a simultaneously sinister and transfixing way. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, China. It's a mouthful to say, but once you visit the floating mountains of China's Zhangjiajie National Park, you won't ever forget it. Over 3,000 pillars covered in dangling vines and twisted pines rise up from the fog in this mystical land. Rumor has it these were James Cameron's inspiration for his Hallelujah Mountains in the movie Avatar. Now, you can get even closer to these mystic pillars since park authorities have built a glass bridge that stretches 1,400 feet over the valley. Brave enough to walk across? The bridge appears to be very safe, as no accident have been reported until date. Waitomo Glowworms Caves, Waitomo, New Zealand. We owe a hearty thanks to a New Zealand's indigenous Maori people for discovering this North Island gem. Waitomo's limestone caves are filled with stalactite and stalagmites, and the most magical ones are lit by thousands and thousands of luminescent glowworms. You can see them up close and personal on a psychedelic boat ride underground along the subterranean Waitomo River through what's been dubbed the Glowworms Grotto. Avenue of the Baobabs, Madagascar. The baobabs trees that line the dirt from the Morodava to the Belo Seribihina in western Madagascar used to be part of the thriving forest, but the deforestation has left the 20-plus monoliths to guard the way in relative isolation. Known by locals as Rinala, the more than 800 years old trees are believed to hold the spirits of those who have passed on. Walking along the avenue of arboreal dinosaurs, it's easy to see why they're also known as the upside-down tree, since their branches more closely resembled roots. Airy and enchanting, we're always down for a stroll. Bhutan, Land of the Thunder Dragon, Himalaya, China. Bhutan is on the southern slopes of the eastern Himalayas, landlocked between the Tibet Autonomous Region of China to the north and the Indian states of Sikkim, West Bengal, Assam to west and south, and the Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh to the east. Bhutan has all the ingredients of the perfect fairy tale destination. Towering, magnificent mountains, small, quiet villages, and some of the most beautiful landscapes you will ever see. Visit centuries-old fortresses tucked away in the valleys in the Himalaya, and do not miss the Eagle's Nest, a monastery precariously perched on the side of cliff. If you like our pics, give a thumbs up and share with your friends. For more information about travel and world's wonder, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye!